We're here at the Ventura 2012 4th of July event, and we're here with Major Hustis, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the Civil Air Patrol, some of its history, and how it got started, and a little bit about the youth programs. So, Major Hustis.
Yeah, Civil Air Patrol, founded in 1941 by Act of Congress. It's the official auxiliary of the United States Air Force. We have three missions: emergency services, aerospace education, and cadet programs. And today we're here on behalf of cadet programs. We serve youth ages 18 to 21, provide leadership training, aerospace education, physical fitness training, and many of our cadets go on to higher education, either military, ROTC programs, academies, or into civilian life, and use the skills they learn in our program.
This is great. So primarily your focus is 18 to 21. Do you have anything for individuals outside that age demographic?
Yes, of course. Our senior member program focuses on two aspects. That's aerospace education and also emergency services. The general public is generally not aware that the Civil Air Patrol does upwards of 90% of the inland search and rescue work in the United States, and in some areas does nearly all of it. And so, for example, Hurricane Katrina, there was a great deal of emergency services work provided by the Civil Air Patrol in support of other government agencies. Another example would be a downed small aircraft. Aircraft goes off the radar. Then the Civil Air Patrol would be contacted by either one of the other government agencies and asked to go out and do the search. We dispatch one of our fleet of aircraft with a crew. We go find the aircraft, report its location, and then the usually the county sheriff or similar agency takes over.
Well, this is great. I heard you talking with a couple of people earlier, and you said the Civil Air Patrol started in 1941?
1941, originally founded with the idea of assisting military efforts, and actually the Civil Air Patrol is credited with sinking at least one of the German U-boats and harassing the heck out of a lot of others of them, so that back in those days the Civil Air Patrol aircraft were yellow, and the German U-boats just thought of those pesky little aircraft, and I think were successful in seeing that they weren't as successful as they wanted to be with their U-boats.
Well, this is great, and it's wonderful that you're out here today. We got a clip a little bit earlier of a couple young ladies trying on some of the equipment. I understand that's some of the older equipment. What exactly goes on with the equipment they wear, and if they go out and they volunteer, what kind of training do they get?
We have training that involves field activities, field exercises, so we actually get them out. Much of this equipment is donated by the Army National Guard, the Air National Guard, other branches of the service, and we do, for example, a field exercise on a weekend. They get out and they learn how to bivouac for the weekend. We get them the MREs, like the soldiers and air crews use, and they learn some field craft. So that's one aspect of what we do. Another aspect is aerospace, where we actually give them orientation flights in our own aircraft as well as military aircraft. A couple of years ago we were down at March Air Reserve Base and were privileged to take the cadets up on a C-17 flight for a refueling exercise out over the Pacific. And so they learn about aircraft. We don't teach them how to fly, we teach them about flying, and then if they have sufficient interest they go on to flight training as well.
Well, this is wonderful. It's a wonderful program. Thank you for being here and getting this clip together so that we can inform the public as to what you have to offer. In that vein, can you give them a web address and maybe a phone number if they have interest and they want to follow up on this? They see it on the social network, say, I think I want to check into that.
Yes, absolutely. Our national web address is gocivilairpatrol.com. And if you go to that, it'll say find a squadron, and then you can find a local squadron near where you live, whether it's in this county or elsewhere.
Wonderful. Well, if they do see this clip and they're in Ventura County, what would be a number they would call to follow up?
Well, our phone number right here is 805-482-2212, and that's our local squadron in Camarillo. And we'd be happy to have anybody stop by. We meet on Tuesday evenings at the Camarillo Airport.
Wonderful. So that's 805-482-2212.
Exactly.
Well, very good. Thank you for being with us today. And I'm Paul Montgomery with Studio 500. And stay tuned. We've got more with the Ventura Street Fair 4th of July 2012.